Hey everybody, it is Bethany from Cranberry Essentials, and this reading is for Thursday, December 3rd. We're already well into December. For those of you who weren't wondering where I was yesterday, we had no power, and the day before that, I should say. So on Monday night, we got a storm that knocked out our power. So we didn't have power for about 24 hours. And we've been fairly lucky since we've lived in this house that we haven't lost power like that. Only twice that I know of. And once was the ice storm back in 98. And that was days. This was long enough so that we lost a lot of stuff in the freezer, and it's just, you know, it's nuisance stuff, but being from Maine, I should have been more prepared. I think they're going to take my Maine girl card away from me because I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. In fact, when the power went out, I was knitting, and I was about 2 rows away from finishing a project, and halfway through a stitch when the power went out, and I continued on, but I probably shouldn't have, because then I ended up ripping it all back out. So yeah, lessons learned. All right, so this reading, as I said, is for Thursday, December 3rd. We are coming off the shadow of the lunar eclipse, heading towards it's either the 14th or the 15th. We have a solar eclipse. And both of these are extremely strong energy. So, you know, that's definitely something to keep in mind. And the one that we just left is Gemini Sagittarius. So there can be some interesting mix going on there. All right, we're going to start off with a draw from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. And we'll pull 3 cards signifying what this reading is going to be about. What do we need to know? Oh. The first one is encouragement. I love this card. This is so pretty. Encouragement for those around you. Take the time. There's a YouTuber who I heard her say the phrase, praise as much as you pray. And I thought that that was just a really great, whiskey, stop. That was a really great saying that I thought was, you know, as much effort as you put into praying for your own well-being, make sure that you praise others for what you see in them. The second card is making a choice. We were talking about the duality of Gemini. There are 2 sides to everything. This is that choice. And it's not saying either one is bad, because really, frankly, neither one of those choices looks bad. But they are choices, and you'll come to a point where you may have to make one. And the third one we had the other day, which is talisman. So it can be a person or a something that you do. You can see the dog in the background. Something that you use to represent what it is you're working towards. It can be, you know, it's like either we use the idea of a lucky rabbit's foot. It was not lucky for the rabbit, by the way. Just saying. But that is a well-known, supposed to bring you good luck. 4-leaf clover, talisman. The eye that's supposed to ward off evil. The Egyptians had it. And I think the wow, not talking well tonight. The gypsies use that as well as a talisman to ward off anything bad. There are things that you do in your everyday life that you do to create or to either promote or protect from those things. And that is what it's talking about. So if you are looking to promote something in your life, try choosing something that signifies that and surrounding yourself with it. There's people who are involved with manifesting money. Specifically, there's a lot out there. You can see it anywhere you go on YouTube. They talk about manifesting money. One of the things that they talk about is respecting money, but also keeping some around. You know, they may have coins or around them or not. They may not have a lot of money physically, but they keep it, they well respect it, they treat it well. All of those things go into creating that attraction or bringing it towards you for that mindset. So yeah, so there's your short lesson on talismans today. All right, so we are going to be doing the Rider-Waite deck. I felt like I was neglecting it, so we're going to go back to the Rider-Waite deck. And we're looking for our reading for December 3rd. Woohoo! Lots of cards. There's our signifier right there. King of Pentacles. All right. He jumped right out. What do we need to know for our reading? What influences from the past are reflected in our day for December 3rd? All right. Current energy. What do you need to know? Wow, there's a lot of pentacles in this. And a lot of abundance, but we'll see how this is. All right, and the future. Okay, so as I said, our signifier from the Rider-Waite deck is the King of Pentacles. He makes wise money decisions. Excuse me, allergies. He makes wise money decisions. He is always looking for the next opportunity to invest. This card can, at times, can indicate a wealthy person. It usually is someone who manages money well. So if there's somebody in your life who manages money well, this is someone who that represents. They tend to look at it more critically than, say, a Queen of Pentacles, who would be more of a benefactress. And put this out. Doesn't mean it has to be a male either. It could be a female as well. All right. In the past, we have looking to expand our future. There are choices. Okay. There are choices that are coming up, that have come up to us, and we have been trying to make those choices based off our view of the world, what we want, and all of those things. We've been working hard. More pentacles. You know, this is working hard towards tending what you have and creating that abundance within it. This is hard work, and it doesn't always mean that it has come to you right now. It means it is something you have been working towards. And the Hangman, looking at from a new perspective. It is, that's interesting, because you have this card. Actually, they all pretty much go together. So in this card, you have a new outlook of the world, choices between the two. This one tends to be someone who is thinking about travel, maybe. And this is a new outlook. So perhaps you're afraid to take that step. This is giving you the opportunity, or you have had that opportunity for a new endeavor or a new outlook. But it is going to take hard work. You're used to it, though. All right, in the current situation, there's frustration. Obviously, something is not going the way you had planned it to go. Either you feel like somebody is slipping up with, or taking something that you desire, or you feel the outcome is not, it's not working the way you want it to. But this current situation that you have has given you an opportunity to do all right. You've done okay. You've made enough money to be able to pass it along, and you feel well because you've got your 9 of Cups, excuse me. So you're feeling pretty good about where you are right now, but there's something that isn't quite right. There's a truth out there, or there's something that's bothering you. All right, and going into the future. That truth that I was talking about, you have a choice. You can overlook it and continue on the route that you're on and just overlook it. Or, in other words, you bury your head in the sand, so to speak, on whatever this is bothering you internally. Sometimes you're in a position where you want to believe the best in people, but you realize that there's a side to them that you weren't always aware of. And it can create an uncomfortable situation where you have to make a decision to follow those things in your heart that you believe in, and sort of give up that shiny ideal of another person. People are not always the best that they appear to be. You can put people on pedestals, and they don't always deserve to be there completely. Doesn't mean they're bad people. It means that sometimes there are things about them that don't always ring true to the way that you feel that it should be done. And so your choice becomes, do you stick with that ideal that's in your heart? Or do you move forward and find it a new opportunity? So in the future position, you have this, you're feeling very bound by what is going on. I sort of feel like there's a moral issue here. Not necessarily illegal, but a moral issue. And it's bothering you. And they have something that they feel they're entitled to for whatever reason, but it doesn't sit well with you. And so you've put yourself in this position where it's bothering you. The Lovers, 2 choices. Again, it's a duality. It's an opportunity of 2 choices. One is not better than the other. It is a choice about how you're going to be able to best move forward. And the Hierophant. The Hierophant tends to be your spiritual being inside of yourself. That part of you that is, for lack of a better way of putting it, what makes up your soul. If things are if things are not working the way that you feel that they should be, you have to decide what sits with your soul. And that's not always an easy thing to do. I'll draw another clarifier. I'm going to try to clarify the Hierophant. Hierophant can also mean somebody is an opportunity. In this case, it could be an opportunity coming along that is someone who is a spiritual teacher, who's going to perhaps that's one of the opportunities that's coming forward as well. But it usually is someone about your core. It's something to do with your core self. If it signifies you, that's what it is. If it's, but where we have a couple of choices here, it could be your choice between closing your eyes and moving forward and finding a new spiritual path that will lead to more learnings. All right, what else do we need to know? So you have a lot of, yeah, this is really bothering you. And again, you know, here's one of those cards that comes up. These are the truths that keep us awake at night. You're being watched over. This is the Emperor card. It is someone, in this case, it feels like it is an energy that is watching over you, and it understands the struggles, and it can see everything, and it understands all of it. And it's telling you not to worry, because your emotional energy will win out. You will do the right thing, no matter what those choices are. And as hard as they are to make them, you still got it. I mean, there's no wrong choice in this decision. It's a lesson. And it's not always an easy lesson. None of the lessons. If they were easy, they wouldn't be lessons. They'd be blessings. Going back to the oracle cards, encouragement. You got this. This is a bond. This is watching out for other people. This is believing in your higher self. Choices. We talked about choices. Neither one of them are bad. A talisman. All right, you have to decide what it is that you want to set. What it is that's going to be your talisman. What is the thing that's going to help you be settled with this? All right. Well, I hope that this helps. It was pretty heavy reading. We're in some pretty heavy energy right now. So I wish you all the best. You know, please know that my heart is out there for you. You are not alone by any stretch of the imagination. For those on this plane and for those who are come before us and those who go after us. You're never alone. All right. So I wish you well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'm sending blessings from Maine.